Shalom, shalom, Israel. You already know what it is. It's the team, the squad. Research Judah coming back to you with another video. Hey, if you like the videos that we putting together over here, man, hit that like and subscribe button so you know every time we drop that video, you will always get that notification. So on today's bulletin board, as you can see, the thumbnail, you see the picture, you see the story, you see the headline. What is going on? What is going on? As you can see, what is going on? And if my people don't wake up real quick, we're going to fall into this trap all over again. What trap? The curses of Deuteronomy. I'm gonna play this video.
Good evening, I'm Scott Schaefer. We begin tonight in the Lehigh Valley, where a school district has become the first in the state to give approval to an after-school club sponsored by the Satanic Temple. It's called the After School Satan Club, and its first stop in Pennsylvania is in the Saucon Valley School District, located, ironically, just outside the borough of Hellertown.
Satan's not an evil God. He wants you to learn and question why. He wants you to have fun and be yourself. And by the way, there is no hell.
That's the jingle you hear on the Satanic Temple's website. Catchy, vibrant in color, and to the point. The After School Satan Club in the Saucon Valley School District is the first in the state of Pennsylvania and just one of 10 in the country. A message sent to parents in the district Monday night grabbed the community's attention, reading in part, consistent with the law and criteria set out in the SVSD board policy and regulations, the district has approved an organization known as the After School Satan Club to host gatherings after school hours in the Saucon Valley Middle School, unquote. Translation, if you allow one religious group to use your facilities, you legally open the door to all. And that is a 2001 Supreme Court ruling.
As you've seen, there's a new sheriff that's coming to town. And if my people, if we don't get it together, we're going to be subjected to the new laws of this new sheriff that's coming to town. Now, the sheriff that we're currently under, you know, that one in the middle, oh yeah, my people love him. And with his set of laws, we can do anything we want and we can be forgiven. All we got to do is just believe in him and ask for forgiveness, and we can avoid judgment. And now we're starting to find out that he's been lying the whole time. And with his lies, it still continues to keep us as black people separated till this day. In real time. How many religions do you see? And by the way, who's right? But I'm not bringing this to your attention for all of that. I'm just going to show you how we as black people, the Most High has put a curse upon us because we don't even serve a God that looks like us. We're serving other gods that looks like other nations. And currently, the biggest one that we all know about is who? This guy. Some would say Cesare Borgia or Caesar Borgia. Either or, tomato. We're talking about the same person here. And to my people, please do the research. If you already have, please disregard. But to the ones who's ignorant to this information, you know, we pass this information right along to each other, the ones that's on the front line that's getting this information out. And you know, a lot of work goes into researching, so we advise us as a unit to start researching this information so we can put it together and we can make some sense and get out the conditions that we are in. Because this new one that's coming, he already know who we are. And right now, he's paying attention that we are waking up. And he don't like the fact that we are waking up, because if we wake up collectively, his time is up. And everybody who conspired with him to put us in this condition, their time of rulership is up as well. And now it's time for him to get off his throne to reveal himself, because his trick actually worked. Matter of fact, one of the greatest tricks that he pulled was
the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
The temple says it is aware what comes along with the word Satan.
So we are not worshipers. We do not believe in a supernatural Satan. We look to Satan as a symbol to standing up against tyrannical authority. We do not subscribe to the ideology that the majority Christian faith views Satan as.
So the obvious question, can you just call the group something else?
So to call it anything else and to take away the name, we feel, it is not being, transparent and upfront about who we are and what we're representing.
One of the many quotes that the future king of Israel said, who's our big brother, by the way, he said, "How will a kingdom stand if it's divided against itself? How will a house stand if the house is divided against itself?"
You may recall last August, the group, the Satanic Temple, unveiled this statue of Baphomet outside the state capitol as a protest against another religious statue. That event is now part of a new documentary about the group. Rick Damigella has a preview of Hail Satan.
It's a beautiful day here at the state capitol. Great day to be a Satanist. I believe it, and I'm very excited about it.
To some, this group is seen as mischievous trolls, but the Satanic Temple says it is fighting for religious freedom. This fight is central to the documentary Hail Satan.
To be called a troll, simply for asserting the right to exist, is it's a little offensive at the end of the day. But at the same time, I think people have a hard time with Satanism and taking it seriously because there is a humorous element to it, because they are having some fun. If there's any religion that's fun, it's Satanism.
The Satanic Temple is the largest religious satanic organization in the world. However, I think most people don't recognize that modern Satanism is largely non-theistic, and we don't venerate a personal Satan, but rather a metaphorical construct.
Hail Satan!
Despite the animosity the group has been up against, it is on a mission to change the perspective on the religion through this film.
It's a really warm-hearted film. There's something about the topic of Satanism that does have the potential to turn people off, kind of as a knee-jerk reaction. But I think that if people walk into the film, walk into the theater with an open heart, they will be very surprised at what they find. Very surprised.
Now, why do you think the Most High told us not to follow the ways of the heathens? Why he told us not to follow other nations and their gods? Of wood and stone, might I add. Of wood and stone. So with these other gods being introduced to us, it comes with different doctrines and a different way of life that neither us nor our ancestors have known, like the book says. One of the best ways that the other nations know how to get us to worship their gods is through what?
Hold on, let me explain something to them real quick. Before everybody starts screaming and saying, "Oh," like I told y'all earlier, you motherfuckers enter the rapture. And if ain't nobody flying up to heaven right now, obviously all y'all motherfuckers going to hell. Right with me. So, let's get it. Oh, you already here. I'm so sorry. You can't get out. You're stuck. It's over. You heard the song 1,000,000 times and you didn't even know. That's up, but I still...
Lucifer.
The new trend now is to mock God and make a show of it. Around the world, people are directly and indirectly trying to make a mockery of the Christian faith. It's the new trend, from actors to musicians, politicians, partygoers, you name them. A lot of people are worshiping Satan and they have no idea. Here is what I saw watching the Rolling Loud video of Lil Uzi Vert, who never shies away from identifying that he is a Satanist. He is right here on stage. Take a look at the crowd. Thousands of people in the crowd. They came to see Lil Uzi Vert and also to enjoy the music, right? Do they know that they are participating in the worship of Satan? Millions of people around the world don't even understand that they are worshiping Satan. Lil Uzi Vert is always proud to identify with Satan. He had crosses burning in the background and people are jubilating. At one point he was chanting Satan, which is a new track on his yet-to-be-released album, a track he sang that night, City Girl Satan. He kept chanting, "I made a city girl believe in Satan."
Now, what the other nations know, if you really want to spearhead something or get something very popular, use a black face. And throughout history, we can see that.
Well, after-school Satan clubs have drawn national attention in the last year. They've been targeting the Good News clubs in public schools. Heather Sells brings us this look at the threat and how the Good News clubs are responding.
Centerpoint Community Church in Chesapeake, Virginia started volunteering at B.M. Williams Elementary in 2015, offering back-to-school backpacks, caring for the grounds, and sponsoring teacher lunches. Last fall, it received permission to start a Good News Club.
What Williams and the church didn't see coming, the after-school Satan Club. It applied to meet here at this same elementary where the church had just started its Good News Club.
We should not be subjecting our children to this.
Uproar quickly followed as parents clearly stated their opposition to the school board.
I oppose this application fundamentally because I view it as a deceptive attempt at a wolf in sheep's clothing.
We can't be so afraid of being mocked or called names or canceled that we open the door wide open to evil in our community and, most importantly, to our children.
In recent years, the Satanic Temple has crisscrossed the country, applying to start after-school Satan clubs in California, Ohio, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Virginia. It makes no secret of its strategy, targeting schools where the Good News clubs already serve children. Its rationale: provide another viewpoint. Satanic Club spokeswoman June Everett told the Chesapeake School Board she got involved after a Good News Club teacher sponsor scared her first grader.
He went on to tell me how he was going to burn in hell, be taken away from everyone that he knew and loved, his mom, his dad, Molly, our dog at the time, if we didn't start going to church and accept Jesus Christ into our hearts.
Satan's not an evil God.
Core beliefs for the Satan Club include a denial of hell and portraying Satan as simply an imaginary friend for kids. Organizers point to the main goal: teach children to think critically. Everett maintains while the Satan clubs don't seek to convert, the Good News clubs do.
We do take issue with their proselytizing that they use to get kids that aren't part of the club to convert. We don't do that.
Child Evangelism Fellowship sponsors clubs in the U.S. and around the world. In 2021, it conducted 55,000 meetings, reaching more than 15 million kids. In 2001, a pivotal Supreme Court ruling allowed them into the public school space here at home.
Well, underneath all of this is a very deliberate political motivation. These Satan clubs are trying to be provocative. They're not hiding that. And they're trying to use that as a scare tactic to convince school boards and school administrators to not have any after-school clubs, because if you have any of them, then you've got to also include the Satan Club. But it all boils down to parental permission, and just underline that in your own mind when you see these things. For an after-school club to work in a public school, the parents have to give permission to it. So what parent in their right mind is going to give permission to the Satan Club? That you're going to learn how great Satan is. No, it's not.
He's here, and he's making himself known.
I think people have a hard time with Satanism and taking it seriously because there is a humorous element to it, because they are having some fun. I mean, if there's any religion that's fun, it's Satanism.